Alright, this is Isekai Devlog number 5. So, since the last time, I've made it so I could turn the camera and have the player move along with it. I was using simple controls beforehand, so I would just be moving one direction or whatever, and if I turned the camera, I'd still be moving in that same direction. But now I can move relative to the camera, so I can now turn the camera. Not a big deal, but it took some reworking to get that done. Also added a jump. You cannot jump multiple times unless you're jumping off of an object. Have to work on that a bit or just make it a feature. I have also fixed the day-night cycle. Spent a lot of work on that to make it look right. It'll go off in about, say, 15-minute cycle. So it takes 15 minutes to go from day to night to back again. I've also added a speech system to this game, so I can talk to people. And it stays right above them. This was a bit tricky, especially with the render texture I'm using to achieve this pixelated effect. I had to use a separate camera just to render the speech bubbles. There should be another one. Yep. Talk to this guy. He only has one thing to say. And it shows I can't spell. I'm sometimes amazed at the distance of this. There is a slime, so... Alright, let's see. Added the... I don't think... Yeah, I added the health bar, I do believe. I don't think that was in there last time. The longer I stay in the range of the slimes inside of them, the more my health decreases. If I go talk to this guy here, he has no lines of dialogue present, so he just says some generic thing, which is a pentagraph, meaning it has all the letters of the alphabet, so I can just see how the text is setting. I will change that. I may change that later to make use of it to just a general phrase. I probably will. Let's see. Yeah, these are glitching out right now. They should not be still be talking. Okay, there we go. That was weird. Yeah. So it should be once you get a certain distance away, the disappear. I have no clue what that was. I think that was just a glitch. I'll look into it and see if it is repeatable. If it is, I'll try and find a fix for it. So if my health does get low enough, it'll change colors. There are no consequences if it hits 0. And because normally you would die if you hit 0, it would disappear. I'll have to look into the repeating speech bubble. Yeah. I'm going to have to try and fix that. As you can see in the game right now, it is starting to become night. I was not able to showcase this as much because of the view angle last time being fixed, but I'm going to walk around the map a bit and showcase basically what I can do. This scene may not necessarily end up in the final game. Visibility is still somewhat annoying. Most of the fighting is going to be taking place, or the plan is for it to take place outside of a city or any tall structures, so your visibility isn't blocked, or in an area where, yeah, anywhere there's no tall structures to block your visibility. Not all of the characters around the map have speech bubbles attached to them. I have not gone in and populated that to the script yet, or to all the characters. Little farm. Should be a river up here. Yep. And I don't know if you can tell, but this is a perfect reflection of what's above it. This river is simply a plane with a render texture that is reflect, just showing what the, it has a camera attached to it and showing whatever that camera sees. That camera is just an orthographic camera pointing upwards at the same size as the plane. So this is a fairly high resolution texture, but that allows me to get a mirror effect right here underneath the bridge and underneath the player. And the bridge and all the buildings are made using the modular assets I built. I don't think I've mentioned this before, but the goal for this project is to make the game completely from scratch. No, all assets used have to be something that I have created. I will make some exceptions. Anything native to Unity, I'm going to allow. Um, Nothing from the asset store though. And fonts, I picked this one up. I do not know how to create fonts. I'm not going to go do that. But that is the plan, is to have as much as possible created by my own hand. It's going to take a while, but I'm trying to make this game my own. I've also allowed some of these characters to age. I have a checkbox on the character that says can they age or not, and when they spawn in randomly, they get different ages. Um, Also did a check for if the character is a woman or not, so they actually have hair on top of their head, which it looked kind of off seeing a woman without hair on top of their heads. So I fixed that, or created a check for that. It can be turned on and off. Let me guess, this one is talking. Yep, I'll have to look into that. So if I talk to this one, no issue. It talks to all of them. Okay. I'll have to fix that. That's a bug I'm going to have to fix. The mini map does help navigate, especially now that I can rotate the camera. It helps me orient myself. Um, yeah, I think this is all that there is. Next, I'm gonna work on the speech bubbles, trying to figure out what is causing that glitch, and start filling in more assets and creating more monsters to fight, and try and work on an actual story for this game instead of whatever right now. There's no story to the game as of yet, so that's going to be one of the things to work on next. This has been Isekai Devlog number 5. See you next Monday.